I would say 10 years ago, responsible sourcing and know your customer and AML were not prevalent in the industry, but the IPMI has really brought that education of those aspects to the forefront, to the membership.
Correct.
And that's very useful.
And we're still talking about it. Ed, during the AutoCAD meeting yesterday, KYC was brought to the forefront.
Know your customer.
Again, know your customer, absolutely. And it's essential that we all do it. But we cannot say how to do it. We will show you how other companies do it. And here again,
and pick up some ideas.
Pick up some ideas, take the best here and there,
right.
And create your own.
Yeah, I really like that.
KYC. So it really applies to the companies, because we're all different companies. You got large companies, small companies, mid-sized companies, family-owned companies, companies that are on the stock exchange. So that's what makes it really interesting.
I heard one of the gentlemen from the major bank recently say, yes, know your customer, KYC, but know your customer's customer's customer.
Where does it stop? Where does it stop?
That was the follow-up. Where really does it stop? Well,
not really.
It doesn't really stop, does it?
Not really. Because you can have a nice system in place for know your customer. But how do you know, well, you send out a questionnaire, but how do you know that your customer is answering honestly? Whether they are answering truthfully? You don't really, unless you go on site and you have a face-to-face and you are there physically. But nobody can go to all their customers and do that. So you have to pick and choose. You have to pick and choose. Maybe there's some red flags that are on certain customers, and they you go and see in person. But then for the others, you rely on the system.
Well, I think best business practices dictate that the criminal element that's just out there is pushed away. It's held at bay because they don't want to get involved with that type of transparency.
That's correct. But then the way we have to do it cannot become overbearing for the companies that are doing it the right way. Mm-hmm. Because if you add so much new, documents and administration, some of the smaller companies might have difficulty keeping up with it, and that might be to the detriment of their business.